All right, I've already talked about Caesars. Let's hit MGM. Let's break down everything that's happened. I'm sure if you've watched the news, you've seen a lot of stuff. So I've collected a bunch of information from VX Underground, from the Wall Street Journal, from TechCrunch, from a lot of things. What do we know? We know that on Sunday, a cyber attack was launched and it took down a lot of their operations. MGM went into containment mode. They shut down a lot of it. We don't know the true damage of what's happened inside of MGM. They haven't said anything. They filed an 8K with the SEC saying that they are going to have ongoing financial damage because of this. They have to do that for investors. However, they haven't spelled out anything else. There were rumors that they weren't going to be able to pay their employees, but I think those rumors are false now. But they're still not up and running. It's chaos. People can't get in the rooms. Okay, that's where we're at. How did it happen? Allegedly, this is what was told to VX Underground. They basically found somebody's LinkedIn profile, called the service desk, help desk, if you will, got them to reset the username and password, or at least the password, and reset the MFA. Same thing that sounds like what happened to Caesars, except this time they got in and it was far more destructive. Now, Scattered Spider, who allegedly is claiming that they did this, said that they had nothing to do with Caesars. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but the reality is they are very good at getting credentials, so social engineering their way into companies. ELF-V, on the other hand, is a ransomware as a service group who are very good at deploying ransomware. They seem like they've become a subgroup of ELF-V. Open source intelligence kind of tells us that. ELF-V and Scattered Spider are in alliance. At least that's what it seems from open source intelligence. ELF-V uses initial access brokers to buy credentials, or they use stolen credentials to deploy the ransomware. Well, it's perfect for a company, for Scattered Spider, who can socially engineer their way into companies. They can use those access credentials, partner with ELF-V, and deploy the ransomware and get a ransom and split the profits. That's what seems like what's going on here. So, while MGM is struggling to get back up and running, it doesn't seem like they're going to pay the ransom. Maybe they did, maybe they will, who knows? But that's where we stand today. So again, something we can learn, and I talked about this in the Caesars video. This is a very simple attack. If you give somebody access credentials into your network, if somebody in your company sold access credentials into your network, a threat actor like this can do pretty much whatever they want. They're going to find a vulnerability, they're going to find something they can exploit to gain access to things that they shouldn't have access to. And this is why having defense in depth is so important. That's why engaging with vendors that do verifications for like users is so important. That's why having a security program and a plan in place is so important. And then realizing that whatever data you have, it's worth something. Even if you don't think it's worth something. The Scattered Spider people, they were asked by TechCrunch, why are you going after casinos? And they told TechCrunch, because they have money. Simple answer. And as people pay ransoms, as people have money, this stuff's going to keep happening. We don't even know in the private world how many people pay ransoms. There's estimates, there's reports out there that do estimations on how much is paid, but we don't truly know. The SEC rulings are changing. The SEC rules are changing in December, where they're going to have to report more of this. And we'll get to learn together when these public companies get hit. But until then, this is an ongoing thing that's going to keep happening. No company is excluded from this. It doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are. I said it in the Caesars video. We all have to work together. We all have to share information. We all have to work together to make this a safer place. And we have to make sure if we have personally identifiable information, critical, sensitive information for individuals, that we're doing everything we can to encrypt it and protect it. And that's how we all stay cyber safe.